How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far?
It's
I hope
great.
you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, my dude.
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Look at this guy on the right. He's looking, waiting for Byleth's mouth to open in the slightest way to see if he uses Crest Toothpaste.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Which house will I choose? Oh, cool, and it shows the icons of everyone there. So we have Adrestian Empire, Black Eagle House, a house for students from the Adrestian Empire. Many are nobility, and most of them use magic. So yeah, it seems like they're very much based on magic then. A house for students from the Kingdom of Fargus. Most value chivalry and excel at military arts. And Leicester Alliance, Golden Deer House. House for students from the Leicester Alliance. As per regional tradition, many are skilled archers. So yeah, we're gonna do the order of Black Eagles, Blue Lions, and then Golden Deer, because I feel like that's the most kind of standard route to do, so I feel like the story will develop the most as intended by going that route. That's how I personally feel. Plus, like, finishing off with Golden Deer, and this is the house that really intrigues me the most. So if we do that one last, then I'll have the most experience in the game by then, and be able to, like, take the units way farther than I could in, say, a first playthrough like we're gonna do with the Black Eagles.
So you have chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct?
Yep.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
Oh, so the border now has red. Cool. That's a nice little touch. So I guess it would be blue if we chose Blue Lions, and it would be green if or not green. It'd be yellow if we freaking chose Golden Deer there. And yeah, I remember you were mentioning that, Anima. You're fully convinced that in Smash, Chrom is busted. Well, I mean, you kind of have to make him busted in the game he's from, Fire Emblem Awakening, if you want to beat Lunatic Plus Classic.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
It's just canon, huh?
Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
What? You didn't see this big
I'm in the
group
middle of
here?
something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Seventh's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of.
It's about that guy who's addicted to
In
the
a few
crest.
days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to
Oh.
gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Okay.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
So that's how it's pronounced? It's not Caspar, it's
You know it's a
Caspar.
waste of time to expect politeness from him.
Linhart. The perfect name combination of Lin and Reinhardt. My oh my.
It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
See ya.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us.
Oh, I mind. There's gonna be strict rules around here. Things are changing now that
In our
I'm in
class,
charge.
We try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status.
Well, that's about to change. No,
Personally,
I don't know.
I would love to include you in that inner circle.
Come on! Freedom of choice.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut. You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student.
Gotcha.
That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Well, I'll certainly do my best. I don't know if I'll make an Excel spreadsheet for my first playthrough or not to plan stuff out. I don't even know what I'd be planning out for this game. Like, just, like, where I want each student to go. Because for the past few Fire Emblem games, I've made Excel spreadsheets.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't know about this guy's voice.
I want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book.
Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
I know we all agreed to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate.
I don't tolerate any, dang, I couldn't come up
The
with something in
esteemed
time.
Black Eagle House requires order.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
You're gonna be such a good Dark Mage, my dude.
They're not normally this rowdy. I do hope you can manage, Professor.
So do I. Learning a new Fire Emblem game is always fun and also confusing. Because there's always so many things to learn, but then I eventually learn and it's like, sweet, time to go and perfect every single unit. So weapons and combat arts inflict status effects such as lowered stats or poison. Poison's a thing here. Different status effects have different durations. All status effects expire naturally, but you can also recover from them earlier by using items like antitoxins or white magic such as restore. Gotcha. I do like how the 2D sprites aren't completely gone. Like how they still use them in the menus or like the loading there. There are new places to explore in the monastery. Received 1,000 G from the Church of Cyrus as funding for this month's activities. Oh, we're getting funding from the church. Whoa.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise.
I can't stop thinking about what Nevermore said about this guy being obsessed with Crest Toothpaste now. Like, I want to see if you're using Crest Toothpaste. I swear, if you're using Colgate, we're going to have to meet around back after school. Meet me at recess by the bike racks.
You don't know about crests?
Oh, well, let me tell you.
To tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while.
I'm gonna tell you all about how they make your teeth whiter than any other toothpaste out there.
Crests are a fascinating topic.
Oh, indeed.
Before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago.
Are you sure it's not false advertising?
And are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons.
Like shiny white
Each
teeth.
crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
And you believe well, when I only have the one prompt, should I just read this out? Like I'm playing the character kind of thing? Because typically in games that don't have voice acting, whenever there's any text on the screen that's a character speaking, I typically read it out like I'm voice acting. So I guess I'll probably do that. You believe I have a crest?
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter.
I swear, if I find any of that Colgate,
crests are passed down through the blood.
onto the
However,
toothbrush.
Just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power.
Oh.
Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Apart from on the teeth, that is. Do what you can to find out.
Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here.
I started laughing at like another potential thing with Crest I could say there, but I'm also just so stunned how this theme playing right now is like the main Fire Emblem theme, but played in like such a different tone than it usually is. Games and series is reusing tunes in brilliant ways like that, where they use the exact same tune to express different feelings, but because you're listening to that same familiar tune, it expresses more feelings and stuff for the player to feel. It's just so brilliant. Targeting system online.
A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected?
Crest 3D Pro White.
There are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Ahem. Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now.
How am I going to steal the crest from that young lad?
Research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done.
For now.
What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
The whitening of the teeth. Oh, it was Saturday. Never mind, not Friday. I'm not used to calendars having
With each move,
Saturday and Sunday.
Professors of the Officers Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead.
We're not used to Saturday and Sunday being right next to each other like that. I'm used to them being on either side of Monday and Friday. Like they
It
should
notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
So, yeah, this looks just like the calendar that I just got with this game. Sweet. The 2020 calendar. The monastery's schedule features different events on different days. Each week you will have one day off when you may choose an activity from the list. Your only option at first will be to explore. Dang, I was pressing A so I got used to it. I have to press right. Oh, so that shows female Byleth in the background. Like, I was just looking to see if it was still female Byleth there, and I just couldn't tell because of the menu, but select the calendar with the directional buttons to view the schedule. Neat. Hubert's birthday. Apparently it was like a week ago. Addressing Empire Founding Day, so we're apparently on the 4th month, so this would be like April. So there's a heist. There's a heist rivalry battle over there. There's a house rivalry battle on Wednesday then. And Ferdinand's birthday. Rescue at dawn. The heck is that? Was that the story mission that we started out the game with? Ah, first day off. Nice. Actions that we can do here. First, we gotta share a meal, then we got a garden, and then we got a fish. Great. Let's explore. I would love to explore the monastery now. Thank you for asking. So, this is the Fire Emblem main theme, but played on bells. So, this is my room. Thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. Clearly imagining things. Bulletin board. Oh, are these freaking quests that we can get here? Weekly announcements, none. So, fresh catch. Greetings all. Please assist me by catching a delectable fish for the St. Kathleen celebration. A bean, herring, caladine, gar, and insect larva times 5. So, renown isn't really that like, it has a little bit of use, but not that much use on a full playthrough. But Renown is one of the things that I'll carry over to other save files, much in the same way that it would on, say, Fire Emblem Awakening or Fire Emblem Fates. So essentially, when you start later playthroughs, like we will with the other 2 routes, you can essentially use the Renown to get, like, some experience and some items to get a little bit of a head start. So visit the dining hall to unlock the ability to fast travel. Oh. Oh. Oh, what? And I have to speak with my house leaders. Professor level E. Great. It's E for excellent, I'll have you know. I'd like some help growing vegetables. That's Deru. And Sylvain. The food in the dining hall pretty appetizing. Anyone interested in sharing a meal late is preferred. So I know that there's also a way that you can recruit students from other houses, but not all of them. Like, you can't recruit the house leaders of other houses. Like, for example, in this route, I won't be able to get Dimitri or Claude. And I'm pretty sure you also can't recruit the kind of main helper slash servant slash whatever role you want to call it character of each house. For example, Hubert, who assists with Edelgard, Dedu for Dimitri, and I forget who the heck it is for Claude. So there's the time at the top of the screen there that denotes like how many actions I can perform today, and apparently it just starts out at 1 with my professor level of E. Apparently excellent is not good enough for the game. Hey, these are the students' quarters. Well, why am I staying here then if I'm a professor?
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end.
So are all the other rooms along this line just the rooms of my students specifically?
Commoner students also reside on the 1st floor, while the 2nd is primarily for students of noble birth.
Oh. That's
As a
rude.
rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here.
Are you sure?
But the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Run through the courtyard! Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
Transfer to mine. We got beer, booze, and a whole bunch of other shit going on in my class. You will not believe the stuff that goes on in there. Anyway, so you can recruit other students, like get them to defect from their own house into yours, but you have to convince them that you're good enough at teaching them what they are interested in for them to, like, come under your wing and be taught by you. So for example, if there's somebody who wants to learn more about like swords and bows, for example, then you better, like, then your Byleth better be really good at swords and bows to like convince them that you'll be able to teach them well in that. At least that's how I think it works. So you have a quest. Okay. That's a strange way to freaking introduce yourself to somebody.
We'll make you a quality meal as thanks for your service to His Highness.
Oh. Gotcha. View quest. There's a dish I would like to make, but I need more of a certain vegetable to do so. I was planning to grow it from the seeds in the treehouse, but if you'd like to help. In the Nintendo treehouse. Also, maybe when I read those lines by characters, maybe I should do it as if I'm actually voice acting instead of just reading it out. So grow plants in the treehouse, take Dedu's seeds, and ask the greenhouse keeper how to grow and harvest crops. Okay. So this will be like the greenhouse tutorial then. So we got Dedu's seeds.
I heard about this mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at... Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away. I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
Alrighty. So, and over here we have Claude and Hilda. Spotted Claude, spot Hilda. Spotted! Now, quickly, grab a Pokeball! Okay, hey Claude.
I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses.
I heard that too.
I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Nope.
Oh, Professor.
Hello.
Have you adjusted to life at the academy yet? Me?
Nope.
I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
Okay, so I have to do some gardening in the greenhouse. So it seems like I have as much time to explore around, but when it comes to actually doing activities, there's only so many units of time. Dormitory. Gotcha. Hey, there's the windmill that we saw in the art book. Neat, neat. That looks somewhat stable, but there's kind of a lot of holes in the floorboards there. Is that meant for standing on? Are there doorways up there, or is it just windows? If it's just windows, then why is there that thing there in the first place? Hello, Leonie.
I'm Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor.
Okay.
Even you, if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
Question marks? Sylvain, you have a quest apparently.
Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Ray is quite the beauty too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see. Professor,
A few
I've got a
quests.
small favor to ask.
I have to eat in that filthy dining hall. I prefer to invite a cute girl to dine with me. Beforehand, I'll find out her favorite foods so I can order them. She's happy, I'm happy. I haven't missed a move. Pretty great, huh? So try sharing a meal with others in the dining hall. You can even treat somebody to their favorite meal. Talk to the dining staff for details. Okay, sure. I guess this is all like tutorial quests about... Oh, and I just noticed on the map there's an icon showing like quest stuff over this way. Neat. The greenhouse is pretty cool looking. Hey, there's where we can fish. Hey, nice little waterfall. this poor dude here in front of the fishing place. He's just like, yep, same old shit. Anyway, what do you have to say, Linhart?
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
As your professor,
Yeah.
it's not a good idea.
Let's see.
Who are you?
I'm a little busy.
Okay. Can't we just talk a little?
I really can't right now. I got a lot
I got
of
more
things to
affinity
do.
with them.
Work and stuff like that. Why don't you look at the flowers in the greenhouse instead? They're
I
pretty.
keep hearing her talk and you're just like, why don't you look at the flowers? They're pretty. Like, thanks. Hey, Ash.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too?
I'm Ash
The
Ketchum from
greenhouse here is
Pallet Town.
Really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed.
You seem well informed on the subject.
My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
I'm really liking the full voice acting so far, though. I must say. Like, I'm so used to Fire Emblem games just either not having voice acting or having very limited voice acting, like just sounds or like single words, stuff like that. So, very nice change of pace. I would love to do some gardening, thank you very much. So, by gardening, you can harvest all kinds of crops. Also, like, what points of the game should I have the camera on? Like, here, I guess? Like, I don't know. Also, you can actually see those lights back there. Sweet. Anyway, by gardening, you can harvest all kinds of crops. Flowers, for instance, make great gifts. Some people might even decorate their rooms with flowers you give them. That's very nice. Use a plant command to decide which seeds to use. More seeds mean a bigger harvest, while more compatible seeds will lead to higher quality. Use the cultivate command to pay the greenhouse keeper to look after your crop. The more you spend, the better your harvest will be. Your crop will be ready 1 week after you plant your seeds. Use the harvest command to gather what you've grown. So 1 week, it's 1 week between 3 days. So, yeah, after selecting an amount using the directional buttons, press the A button to hand the seeds over to the greenhouse keeper. Okay. Yes, let's plant that. You offered the seeds to the greenhouse keeper. Check back when you explore the monastery on a free day. Okay, so I guess we got the quest done. You have my gratitude. Greenhouse is an invaluable resource. If we cultivate more plants, I'm sure we'll be able to cook a large variety of meals. That's complete. Whoa, I got a whole bunch of things, and I got some renown. Sweet. What's this? Whoa. Root vegetable seeds. Whoa. Can I find other stuff around here? I guess you can find things here and there from time to time. Oh, so it shows the house that they're from next to the name. Sweet. And I guess blue means that they're recruited, which he's already recruited because that's my house that I'm leading. Bulletin board. So yeah, it's showing the other quests then. So fresh. Oh, I already accepted that one, right? No, I didn't. Visit the dining hall. unlock the ability to fast travel. So I guess by default it would fast travel to where the quest is. So you are from, you're from the Golden Deer. So Linhardt's name was blue, that shade of blue. So so I guess yellow name means you're not recruited, and blue name means you are. Interesting. Hey, Marianne.
Goddess, I pray to
Like my
thee,
camera blocks
please protect us.
part of, you know, the art here is kind of a thing. Praying to the water fountain or something, or the waterfall. What does the water look like in this game? Over there, it looks kind of eh. But from this angle, looks pretty nice. All right, Fishkeeper. Fishing has not been unlocked yet. Well, screw you too. Okay, so I can see all these icons on the map there. Oh my goodness. Full view there, I guess. So something over here. Oh, there's just people I can talk to.
The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year, that's for sure.
I'm sure it is.
If you're a teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those
Well,
kids,
I mean, it is classic mode.
well, suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Saros, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
Well, I'll just hope that I don't have any parent-teacher conferences after students are hopefully, you know, not lost in classic mode. I'd reset if that was the case, though. I wish I had a crest, this guy's saying. You can't go past here. You don't have business here yet. Aww. Oh, it's just an invisible wall. I was like, it lets me keep moving, though. No entry past that point. I can't pet the doggo. That's... It's not the same doggo. I was like, wait, is it the same doggo? Wait. Wait, is it the same doggo? It is the same doggo, I think. Oh my. And then those two are like two of the same cats. Something. So there's a quest to do over this way. What do we have here? Bulletin board. Yada yada. So I guess you can check out bulletin boards for quests, but oh, that's the zoom in thing. I was trying to press it for like the menu. Hold B. What, for running? Because I'm just having a nice casual stroll. I'm just chilling. So I guess this is the dining hall then. Is there a way to actually open a oh, X. So I guess I can check quests here. But only the ones I've accepted then. But I can check the bulletin board for other storehouse. Oh, this is just like all these materials and stuff. You know, the flap of the coat flying. Yeah, the animations is pretty good there. Goals. Oh, so here's all the units that I have then. So that's what they're practicing right now, but I can change it up. I probably will change it up, knowing me. But we'll get to that soonish, I imagine. Roster. Oh, look at these cards here. So, age question marks. Neat. So I guess there's no official age for Byleth then. Well then. So you can see their age and height for everybody. Interesting. What's the last node that I can't see there? AFF. Is it affinity? And I like can't see what it is yet. Apparently, or something like that. Jeez, Petra looks older than that. Inventory. Items. Oh, so I can check this. Oh, so there's the iron axe that I got from the boss there. At the end of the first battle. I have a couple vulneraries. Training sword. Oh, and there's something equipped as well. And then there's just items in the inventory. I didn't even notice that first slot. I was like, why don't they have weapons at all? So you start out with... Yeah. So the weapons in this game it seems like a very interesting system. Like, I never liked the weapon durability, but seeing how the weapons work in this game, man, but this freaking light makes the camera look so much better. My goodness. But anyway, the weapon system for this game might make me actually like the weapon durability, honestly. So, like, when a weapon breaks, it's not gone forever. You just have to repair it, and then it gets its uses back, and I guess you do that somewhere here. And as for magic, instead of having tomes have a limited amount of uses, instead you just have a limited amount of uses going into each battle. Spells are learned rather than bought from the store as tomes, and like the better you get at them, the more uses they get, and they refresh after every battle. I like that a lot. Yeah, so you're both magicians already. You're a bit of a magician as well, Dorothea. Interesting, and you've got Axial Guard. Abilities. So, Professor's Guidance. So, it looks like we can have five skills, which is a good old standard number for skills for Fire Emblem games. For just general things. We have 3 class skills, which are unique to the class that you're in. And I want to check what it does. What? Oh, details. Multiplies this unit's and adjacent allies' experience earned by 1.2. So it's basically just like this of the 3 other main characters, but it affects teammates as well. So that's interesting. So what was this again all? Better with gambits, at full HP and stuff. And thanks for the host, Bearded, I appreciate it. Though I think that there should still be the sit. Well, there's the freaking raid. I was like, why isn't there a host alert? I guess you started streaming again, Bearded. And now the swords have started glowing now that I set that up. So it's going to be glowing for the next 60 seconds because the alert box went off. So thanks so much for the raid, Bearded. Did you hop back into Fire Emblem Three Houses? Because I know you were streaming it earlier when you raided me during, like, Xenoblade Chronicles there. So did you hop right back into it? Because, yeah, you did after all. Yeah, so we've only just had the first battle. We just chose Black Eagles and we're hopping into things. And yeah, so hope you had a good, even more time with Fire Emblem Three Houses. Like, I'm definitely looking forward to getting more into this here. Definitely. So I guess that symbol at the top there means that I have, like, no place that I'm really from, and then there's the flag that show that they're all Black Eagles then. But yeah, you're 8 hours in the game already. If I didn't have Xenoblade Chronicles 2 to finish today, and I also wasn't working full-time, I totally would have done the same. Actually, I would have had more time in, honestly. So, it seems like there's not a lot of combat arts known yet. It's fun, but you need to figure out the rank-up system. Yeah, it seems interesting and completely different than any other. Oh, we can check this out already. Oh, but it doesn't show any of the other ones yet. Feels bad. Feels real bad. I just want to recruit all the other characters that I can. Is what I want to do. So I want to get my professor here as decked out as I can to convince as many other students to join me as possible. Also, I have no idea when I should have my camera on in this game or off, considering it always seems like it's blocking something, so that's unfortunate. Wait, I don't know if there's a rank up or you just need a class change each time. It seems very much like class change. Like, level doesn't reset when you class change in this game. Instead, it's just once you've reached a certain level, it's possible to change into a higher class, but to change into that higher class, you need to have proficiency with, like, weapons that class uses. Like, the better your proficiency is, the higher your chances of passing that class are. You can't take an exam if you're not even at 30% chances of passing it. Like, so you typically want to, like, if you want to for sure get it, then get your proficiency up to 100% with those weapons, or 100% of what's needed, I should say, to reclass into that. But you can also just save before trying to reclass if it's not at 100%, and then you can restart if you don't get it, and then just be like, okay, I can't get it quite yet. Let's put some more time into that. But yeah, you also need to help them out with Hawa. But yeah, you haven't upgraded your classes yet, and you're at level 9 to 11. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard that at level 5, from what I've read up, you can do the first class change. At least for the beginner class, you need at least one of the weapons up to the required level to have a 100% chance of passing. Isn't that what I said, or question marks? But hello, Shadow Fire, or would that just be Shadow? Fireborn. It's you.
I'm busy. Do you want something?
What are you busy with? You're standing here doing nothing, you fool. But hello and welcome. But yeah, and you don't know you're half asleep? Thought you meant also. Like, my wording might not have been the best. I don't know. Pretend that I have the memory of like a 5-year-old. After I've said things like once, don't assume that I remember what I just said. I've forgotten now. You know? Anyway, yeah, the game definitely seems interesting so far. But yeah, I forget. I don't remember what I said myself either, so who knows at this point. But yeah, I haven't gotten that much into this game at all yet. All the stuff that I was explaining there is just like my interpretation of what I've read. So don't take my word as like, what would be the term? I don't know. I'll just say fact. I'll probably hop back into it tomorrow instead of going straight back into Persona 5. Yeah, you gotta try out the new stuff. I'm glad you're on casual, or you would have just lost Bernadetta. But can't you use Divine Pulse? Or maybe you need to reach a certain point in the story to get it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm the kind of person that goes around perfecting units in Fire Emblem games and playing on the hardest difficulty settings, so hard classic for me. But when it comes to hardest difficulty settings, never ever play Fire Emblem Awakening on Lunatic plus classic difficulty. I hate it so much. I spent a month trying to beat Chapter 2 Shepherds. That difficulty mode was not tested by the devs at all. There's a reason why Lunatic Plus and Lunatic at all aren't included in the latest couple of games. There's a very strong reason why. I was hoping to spar with you.
I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Sweet. I got some affinity with them. But yeah, and you just want to enjoy your game and not lose characters? Well, I just reset if I lose somebody. Just like, oh, close the game, open it up again, and try again. Just so that I get through the match, or the round without losing anybody. Just try again. But I'm not like one of those people that'll just keep on going with lost units. No way. No way. So hungry.
I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal.
Hey Rhea, she's sinister and it's not very well. Yeah, like I can very much tell so far. Like the game's very much pointing towards that. It's like, there's something going on here that like a few of the characters have already mentioned to me. So, nah, I don't think there's anything suspicious.
Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time?
Ridiculous.
I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
Nah, she's totally good intentioned. There's nothing sketchy about full menu. Whoa. Anyway, I don't know. Today's special, share a meal. Wait, I have like a quest for something. Talk to the dining staff and invite someone. So I can invite anybody here then? What do the down arrows mean? Does that mean that they don't like the meal? Maybe. I'm kind of curious to choose one of them just to see what happens. So if I build up affinity with one of these other students, will that increase the chances of them wanting to defect later? Yeah, I would imagine they probably don't like it, but these guys probably do like it. So maybe I should choose somebody from a different house or something like that. I think what really affects, maybe they need to have a certain affinity with you and you need to have a certain amount of skill for them to defect in like the things that they're interested in or something. I'm not actually sure. I don't actually know, but let's share a meal with somebody who actually, wait. Oh, it shows the motivation here for the ones that are in your house. Yeah, it's affinity and skills sounds like something that it probably would be. I guess if you, oh yeah, I heard about this. It's like you share a meal with them, it increases their motivation so they can, okay, maybe I'll invite Edelgard actually. Oh, I can support more than one person. Ooh. And Dorothea, sure. Let's do it. Let's give them some more motivation. So is that going to use my 1 unit of time? I guess so. Interesting.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
Because the menu told me, you psycho.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
Make up your mind! Bonds among the 3 of you grew stronger. The 2 you invite are more motivated. Okay, nice. So I assume you gain, oh, I increased professor level. Is this gonna be like E+? It's excellent plus now. You now have more affinity points for exploration. You will now receive more monthly funds for activities.
Nice.
Sweet.
I knew I could count on you.
You're getting right to it. I'm impressed to find somebody who's more proactive than I am. Nice going, Professor. Alright then. Next time will be my turn. So we got the things. Quest complete. So is it gonna progress into lessons now that I've used my units of time? Okay, apparently not automatically, but I don't think I can do any activities anymore. What do you have?
Hello there, Professor.
Hello.
Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here.
Well, I'm still a professor, I'll have you know. Where can I visit you then? Oh, let's not jump the gun there, Byleth. That's a shame.
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin
Oh my goodness.
studies in
Yeah, I know
earnest.
that there's like some that you can do. Like I know that fishing doesn't use a unit of time, but like the main activities you apparently can't do anymore. Right? Something like that.
The monastery is kind enough to provide
From
a
what I've read.
sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have.
Unfortunately, view
Might
quest.
you help me with a favor?
Yes, let's catch fish. Cool. Where's the fishing pond? Oh, I went out the... No, this is the right way. Never mind. Fish keeper, but have I still not unlocked fishing? Oh, I would love to fish in the pond, I'll have you know. Fishing. To begin fishing, you first select your bait, you put it on the hook, and then you put your pole in the water. Easy peasy. That's how you do it. Wait until you see the silhouette of the fish you want to catch, then press the A button to hook it. Don't wait too long, though, or the fish will escape with the bait. Press the A button when the circles overlap to reduce the stamina of the hooked fish. Once stamina is depleted, you will have successfully caught the fish. If your line breaks, the fish will escape. Durability of the fishing line increases with professor level. Repeated excellent timing will create combos that reduce the fish's stamina quickly. If you land excellent timings at all opportunities, you will net a more valuable fish than usual. Also, are those bars at the bottom there like references to older Fire Emblem games that had those as like the health bars? Fishing's the best part of this game, I'm sure it is. Flane's bait. Bait given to you by Flane to catch your first fish. Try it out of the fishing pond. Absolutely. Bam! There we go. We're ready to get outskilled fish. Bite! Get him! Bam! Dang it! Excellent! Just like my professor level. Good! Anyway, you like Edelgard's story, really like her as a character. She's trying to change things, but she can't do it alone. At the same time, she doesn't know who she can depend on for help. She's deep. Yeah, that sounds really... I do like how they're developing these different... like main characters with 3 different routes in these 3 different ways, and I do look forward to being able to progress in this story and be able to see these different sides of these characters. And the way that it described them at the beginning there, like with Claude especially, where it's like something about his smile being charming, but it doesn't quite seem to reach his eyes. Like it seems like there's 1 that's worded really brilliantly, and 2, it seems like there's a lot of depth behind these characters that I can't wait to find out. Like it's something that I've heard about in reviews that people have made so far, and it seems like the characters all have a lot of depth to them. So I look forward to finding it out. Like, dang it, I keep pressing that for the freaking menu. Running. Anyway.
Helped me so much.
Wonderful. I am certain Saint... what? Kethlin will be most satisfied by this fish. If you ever wish to fish again, simply let the manager of the fishing pond know. Gotcha. Cool. But yeah, Edelgard wants to trust somebody. She doesn't know who. It's dangerous to trust the wrong person. Yeah, that sounds like it. Like, that sounds like something that now makes me hyped to, you know, find out more as... like, find out more firsthand as the story goes on. And, like, imagining her character and hearing that, that sounds like something that, you know, sounds about right. Okay, now I have to speak with my house leader. Edelgard. Oh, there's a freaking Pegasus just, like, chilling up there. Because that's totally how flying works. Definitely.
As it were.
Alrighty. Where... did I run oh no, she's still up here. I was about to say, did I run past like the icon or something like that? Hey Hubert.
Dimitri and Claude are the leaders of the other 2 houses.
Gotcha.
Do not underestimate them.
Will do.
When we take the field, it would be best not to engage the both of them at once.
I'm gonna engage both of them at once. Gotcha.
Some believe the
All
dignity
right.
of the Empire rests on the results of the mock battle. That's an overstatement, of course.
Well, we're gonna win it anyway.
Still, we must do our best to prevail. You should take the time to learn each student's abilities. Perhaps some extra lessons and training sessions are in order?
Sure. And also, what is the heck is that like accessory thing on your chest? Is like a weirdly styled pink cravat thing.
You look as if you have no idea what's going on here. I know my way around, so I'm happy to help you find your footing.
Great. Oh, facilities.
The monastery has some exceptional facilities that everyone who lives at the officers' academy is welcome to make use of.
Nice.
For example,
You can enjoy a meal with your students at the dining hall, or take part in some one-on-one sparring at the training ground.
Nice, nice. And I'm on the Black Eagles route.
I suggest visiting the various facilities whenever you have the time to spare. It's a great way to get to know the students, faculty, and various workers here.
It's Italian cape like Assassin's Creed 3. What, that pink thing? And I don't remember anything like that in Assassin's Creed 3, but you saying Italian. Yeah, I was about to say, the Renaissance ones are 2 Brotherhood and Revelations. The wrong route, Bearded. Yeah, well, if you want to look at it a certain way, that just means I do the right routes when I have more experience at this game. If you want to look at it that way. Also, speaking of Assassin's Creed, that's something I would like to stream one day, but we have too many other things to stream first. But yeah, same route you're on. Won't spoil any more that I have then. As general as to what you've said is, it's still insight that you don't get into a little bit later, so sorry. That's alright. Little things like that, it's like, no problemo. But somebody who came in here like, this is the final boss, or like, this happens to this character, I'd just be like, oh, let's just time out real quick without saying a word. You know. Anyway, what do we have going on here? Bulletin boards and quests. The final boss is Darkling. Well, I guess I better freaking time out Bearded now. See ya. Goodbye. Guess Bearded's gone now. He's banned from the stream forever. Bye, Bearded. Oh, man.
Those contain requests people have posted, as well as helpful
It's totally
information from the
Darkling.
market.
Man, I can't wait. Yeah, Bearded Chump was banned.
You prove yourself by helping people with their requests.
Oh, man.
Certain facilities here will become available for your use. The bulletin board is updated frequently, so I suggest checking it at least once a month.
How many times have I perma-banned you anyway, Bearded? You have been permanently banned from the stream 15 times. Cool. Nice.
You should take your time when speaking with everyone, but when it comes to using the
man.
facilities, well, you need to be more careful about that.
You just gotta get those band stats up, you know?
If you use them without planning ahead,
Oh,
your free
boy.
time will be gone before you know it.
Alright, so you can explore the monastery as much as you like, but certain activities will only be available when they have activity points. So, like, eating there. When you're done exploring, press the L button to end your free time and proceed to the next week. Professor
A
level.
great deal is expected from professors of the Officers Academy, so it's important to hone your skills.
Gotcha.
To put it plainly, you'll need to keep expanding your knowledge of all disciplines, not just battle.
That's not even his final form. That's just the shadow. You defeat him and then you get pulled into Dark Hyrule and you have to face down Ganon. Oh no! That's... I didn't see this coming. Oh man, time to delete all the spoiler comments. Oh no, everybody's getting banned. Oh no, whatever will we do? You actually like the monastery part? Yeah, I'm finding it intriguing so far. I really look forward to getting more into it. Oh man, what was going on again? Now I'm forgetting. Your professor level determines your maximum activity points. Raise it by reading books, taking part in activities, and interacting with students. Gotcha. I'm distracted now. You'll usually want to finish exploring when your activity points run out. Press the L button to do so. Okay, cool. Man, I can't believe Fire Emblem 3 Houses ends with Darkling. But then you get pulled into the Dark Realm against freaking Ganon there.
Sure seems strong.
Oh no, the final boss is Batman. Is that Darkling's true final form?
I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class.
Is that what's going on here?
After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement.
Oh boy, I better look forward to that then.
I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead.
Yeah.
I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle.
Who is that?
I could probably take you though.
This is giving me flashbacks to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Think you can take me? Think you can take me? I can probably take you on though. Do I say not a chance or probably? I think he'll probably like the idea of a challenge with not a chance.
You really think
Yeah,
so?
he did.
With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
Yeah. Batman disguises Ganon, disguises Darkling, disguised as a Rhea. At the end, when it turns out that Rhea's gonna be like a big bad, because that's totally what it's leading up to. Like, it's hinted right now anyway. It's totally leading up to Rhea being a big bad. Turns out Rhea's actually Batman in disguise. Oh man. It's only if you did rescue Superman from the kryptonite. If you did, Superman beats back Batman and opens the way to the true ending with Ganon. Oh man, it sounds like there's more routes than just the 3 houses routes then. Sounds like there's a lot of choice involved here. Pretty sure the final battle is Manuela. You know what I mean? I forget the names of people, but you know, with your words, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it seems like there's several layers to this. My oh my. Oh, you're Jaritza.
I care nothing of friendship.
Oh.
If you have no business here, leave.
Oh. Okay. So do I have to stop to finish exploring? I guess so. Yeah, I'm like move anything and that goes away. Yeah, I can't hit L while I'm moving, apparently. Let's finish exploring. This will end today's free time. Do you want to proceed? Okay. Alright, so we have the calendar, which is just like my actual calendar that I have over here now. That's like under all the other stuff. But yeah, so it's very interesting how far this... Oh, the back of it's all scratched up. But it's very interesting how far this edition for the calendar for 2020, they styled it in like the same way that the calendar there is made. Pretty neato. I'm just gonna put that back over there and such. Actually, your rewind time. I have to murder each house as a baby. That's the final boss. Sounds about right. Would you like to buy flowers to celebrate for 200 G? I don't remember who Ferdinand is, but okay.
Much appreciated.
He liked the flowers. He loved the birthday flowers. Sweet. What to do for today? Oh, mission. I guess. Oh, because today's the house rivalry battle. Gotcha. Okay, let's do it. So mission, rivalry of the house. This goes so deep. It's not even the pure training, but I haven't figured out how to purify the falchion so you can use it to break the shield of the dark flames, or shield of dark flames. My goodness, this sure goes deep, doesn't it? My oh my. I can't believe all these spoilers that are going around here. Anyway, mission, rivalry of the house. Now I'm sniffling. All these spoilers are literally making me sick. Go watching your phone while in bed because you want to sleep soon. Enjoy phone delay. Sounds good. I don't know why Twitch phone delay is like so absurdly long, but it just is. So, formerly a promising young mercenary, you are now Batman at the prestigious Officers Academy. Students and faculty alike look on with curiosity as you engage in a mock battle between the school's three houses. Words are hard. Suggested level 1, but my camera's blocking it so you can't see it. Outskilled nerds. Deploy for rivalry of the houses. Should I turn my camera off? Guess not. Let's save. How much time do I have in right now? 2 hours, 13 minutes. I just barely saw it. You're welcome? Question marks?